Good evening, guys. We're back. We took some time off.
Yeah.
We had some family things going on that what I will say is if you are a person of faith, we just ask for prayers. Our son's in the hospital doing some testing because he's got epilepsy, and we're trying to figure out what our next steps are so we can cure his episode. So, family's been helping a lot. We're tag teaming, going down, spending the time with him so he's not there by himself. He is an adult, so don't
Yeah.
worry about us
He's
leaving an
he's
8 year old at the
he's
hospital.
26, so he's
Yeah,
he's he's
he's
had he's had a uh, um, rough last week. I mean, we all
yes,
have, but I mean, really,
yes.
he has.
So we did manage to squeeze in some sourcing,
Yeah.
and we wanted to at least bring a video showing you what we got.
Yep.
And then from there, we might be able to get back on track. It just all depends on what happens.
Yeah.
So, do you want to kick
Yeah.
it off
Yeah. But
with
hey,
some of what we
guys,
found?
thanks for joining. And a little bit. So the last, it's what, been 2 weeks
Roughly.
since we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a work trip. I went down to Florida for 3 days.
Yep.
Did some sourcing down there, and I will tell you guys that live in Florida, I feel for you. I was in the Orlando area, and I think I visited 6 or 7 Goodwills, a couple of thrift stores, and the prices, wow, are a little higher than they are here in Georgia. I say a little, $4 or $5, and when you're a reseller, that makes a huge difference because
Yeah, it
you
does.
know I don't know if everybody follows the same thing, but it is really when you purchase the item is where your money's made. It's not
Correct.
when you sell it. It is where you make extra money, but you definitely make more money if you buy lower. So I do feel for you guys in Florida. So
Yeah. I think it's because it's a tourist town.
mhm.
Um, Gas, everything's expensive in a tourist town, but I would think that us being so close to Atlanta that we would see prices that mimic that. But I will say, thank you, Jesus, that
Yeah,
they don't,
yeah, yeah.
because we probably wouldn't be able to do this.
And I'll tell you, I thought I was going to have to buy a suitcase when I first originally decided to hit some stores. Come to find out, I didn't have to. But
Scratch
I
that
did find
idea.
some great pieces, but it was quality over quantity this time.
That's
But
right. It kind of probably helped bring it into perspective.
yeah,
Like, let's get back to some of these basics.
yeah, it did, definitely did. So we'll kick it
Yes.
off. I think not a lot of sourcing last week. Just this it was Saturday. We hit a couple of estate sales.
Yeah, Saturday I think we hit it hard just because everything that's going on. We
Yeah,
just kind of laid low, just stuck to posting and putting out some offers. And from there, Saturday we hit it pretty hard because we had, like I said, family pitching in,
hmm
and we were able to spend most of
yeah.
the day Saturday.
And this weekend, I know it's not one of your favorite, but we do coach a special needs baseball team. 6 weeks in the spring, 6 weeks in the fall. This is a kickoff. Last week being spring break here, so
Yeah.
it starts up this weekend. A lot less sourcing when that happens because it is Saturday
Hmm.
afternoons. So
And it is my favorite because these kids steal my heart.
it is a lot of fun. We've been doing that
Yes.
for 14 years.
Has it been 14
I
years?
think it has.
Wow.
It's been about 12 or 14 years, and
Yeah.
it's great because we get to watch these kids grow
Yes.
into young adults. But if you're in the Atlanta area and want to volunteer,
Please.
please reach out to us. Send me a message through the video.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get you on. But we're in the North Georgia area, so
Yeah, we
but it's a
need
lot of fun. It's
volunteers,
a
and
lot of fun.
volunteers are just the buddies for the kids.
Yep.
They just hang out with them. There's no rules.
No rules. Everybody wins. We don't keep score. There's
That's
no outs.
right. Well,
So
unless you're Antonio.
yeah. And if he's
Antonio's
watching
one of
this,
our kids that he wins every time.
yeah, he'll rub it in your face too.
Yes.
So we'll get started. Which way you want to roll? Because I mean,
Well,
we got a lot of stuff.
show them the item that you got in Florida.
Yeah. So we were talking about Florida. So guys, don't always go and look at the stuff behind the counters because the people that post that ticket these items
They
might
don't
not always
always,
know.
yeah, they don't always know what they
No.
have. They just know what maybe their manager, or maybe if they're required to look at a list of brands to kind of mark up a little bit.
So I'll say at this Goodwill, I did. I looked at some of the purses and stuff, and it is funny because I'm a guy. I was down there, and my wife was back at home, but I'm here looking at purses. People were looking at me funny. I think in the last video I said that I was looking at women's clothes, and they
Yes.
people start looking at you funny. But I saw some Coach purses, Kate Spade, and Michael Kors. All of them listed for about $40 to $50.
Yep.
I was like, nah, I can't do that. So I was walking around, and I go for the feel.
Yep.
I mean, if it feels legit, I'm gonna look into it. If it feels soft, especially when it comes to purses, leather.
Yes.
I'd never heard of this brand, but when I looked at it, it took me about 10 minutes to find the name, and I'm gonna show you why, because it is very hidden. Um, but the material is a soft leather, and it is. And guys, I'm gonna try, so hopefully the camera will focus. But it is a Bottega Veneta. Um, it
We'll
is
put a
a
post of
great
it.
looking
Yeah.
purse. I mean, it looks phenomenal. I mean, it doesn't look like it's sit on the ground at all.
And fun fact, in some cultures, you are not supposed to put your purse on the floor because that will bring bad luck to where you will have no money. I learned that from my son was playing baseball. One of the moms told me that, and ever since then, I will not put my purse on the ground.
The inside is a suede.
It is.
It is a suede, as you can see. Really great condition. It's got a chain. I mean, that would kind of hurt, but
I totally want to carry that bag because it's beautiful.
but if you've never heard of this brand, it is Bottega, Bottega.
I think so.
Veneta, VN.
ETI. You had it.
Yeah, I think you just misspelled that a little bit, but that's okay.
I'm trying.
It's right here.
VENETA.
If you see that purse, guys,
Gorgeous.
if you see this brand, definitely pick it up. They go for some good money. So
very soft.
I think we paid $11 for it, so it's definitely worth more than the Coach, the Kate Spade, and the
all put together.
All put together.
Especially right? When you look at comps for that, it's like, yes, please, that'll pay for a vacation.
The highest comp sold. That's not that purse is a tote bag for 10 grand, close to $10,000 for a used tote bag in that brand. Wow. So yeah, I was stoked when I saw it.
May the resale gods sprinkle upon me to find that tote bag.
Yeah. If you see that tote bag, definitely pick it up.
That's I just got chills.
Yeah. Couple other things that we'll stick with. Let's stay with the purses. Let's stay with the theme here. You want to?
You also picked that up in Florida. So.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk more about this one. This is another great find. I think I found 6 purses.
So he picked up this one. Absolutely beautiful. Love the detail here with the leather and ropes. Looks kind of floral. This is, if I'm not mistaken, Brighton.
It is. The way I could tell was the charm on the side.
The interior looks amazing. Very, very beautiful. Here's the charm he's referencing. They do have that heart-shaped charm that they like to put on their items. This bag can hold a lot of stuff. We've got additional pockets on the sides. It's a good 2-shoulder bag. So yes, it will sit comfortably up on your shoulder. And he brought this home. I thought this was beautiful. The ones that have this kind of detailing, they typically do comp out better than just a plain one. I got a plainer one that's plain that I have it up, and I'm asking a nice amount for it, but not as much as this would bring.
I like the way that these straps are connected here. So I mean, the detail is up into the strap.
Absolutely.
And this kind of looks like a horse,
like a horseshoe,
a horse bit or horse bite.
Okay.
But they.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Love it.
Sticking with the purses. Whoa.
So I will say, with the estate sale that this came from, I think I hit the Eileen Fisher mother lode, because I kept coming out of the bedroom with armfuls of clothes because they were running a 40% off sale, but their starting price for like long sleeves was like $10. And we looked at every single tag in that closet. We pulled every single Eileen Fisher piece because this lady had style, and the pieces she had were silk and wool and cashmere. So she wasn't going for, just basic. This was in this lady's closet as well. This is an Anye purse. Beautiful.
New.
It is brand new with tags. She has not even one time used this purse. Still has the packing in there to kind of keep the shape of the purse. So we picked this up. The lady who was writing up our ticket, bless her heart, I think we went to her like 15 times with different handfuls of stuff. She gave me a better deal on this purse than what was on there because of just how much we had bought. So this will be up very soon. It also has an extra pocket in the back. Gorgeous.
Again, it's a soft leather.
Yes,
And
yes, yes, yes.
is there any more purses?
I mean, we've got wallets. So during my lunch, one of the few days I was at work, I picked this up at Goodwill. Guess what? It's Hobo. Yes, I love Hobo. Beautiful little clutch. Holds all your cards. Your phone could fit in there. It's in really good condition. The color is stunning. It's like a very pink on the border of coral. Absolutely love it. I think I paid like $4 for it. So I'm very thankful that they haven't started marking this brand up because it's a great brand.
And at the same estate sale that we got, the
Yeah.
Anye, couple of wallets, Fossil wallet, as you can see, really good condition. It's not the best.
It's a pebbled leather.
It is a nice leather wallet, and then a softer leather wallet. All right.
But that's a different brand.
Different brand. This is by Bosca.
I think so.
Bosca, made in the USA.
Let me show them the inside of
Show
this
them that one. Yep.
So holds the cards a little differently. You could actually consider this a checkbook holder or just a wallet on the grab and go type situation. These are great.
And then last but not least, this is a Jacob elephant leather. I had never seen one of these before. This is one of the wallets that I picked up in Florida.
It's nice.
It is a nice. I've never been able to touch an elephant, but hopefully this was.
But you can tell it's vintage.
It is definitely vintage
from this.
The clasp.
This clasp right here, or button, snap, whatever you want to call it. That right there screams vintage. And I don't think that they could get away with using elephant hide.
Not anymore.
For leather. So this right here is a very special piece. Check that out.
Yeah. And it's up on the store already.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's up on the store already.
Very good.
So
we had fun. We went to the one estate sale and it was a vintage mother load. And the person, they were a collector. One of the ladies shared that it was slightly hoarder house with everything that they had to dig through. So there was many things that did not have a price because it was just a little overwhelming for them in total. So we got holiday stuff, and holiday stuff is so much fun, especially when you find the vintage holiday stuff. So here's just a couple of the pieces that we pulled out from there.
Cool little nesting doll. Angel.
Yes. Love her.
And you can see they go in. It's a whole set. So she's playing instruments. The first one's playing a harp. This one, what would you consider that? A clarinet, maybe? I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, I don't know if. And then you're getting down even further. Each one of them has a different instrument, but really great condition. Really fun, really cool.
So this one is Holiday. It's a witch. Look at her. Love her, love her. And then she goes down to the black cat. And then we get some Frankenstein.
And the ghost.
And we get a ghost. Oh, but we're not done there. We got the pumpkin. How darling is this? When I spotted these on the shelf, I gasped a little bit because I could tell from the outside one that this was something that I had to bring home with me. We ended up paying a lot price for everything that we got. So breaking it down, it wasn't terrible per unit cost. So I was pretty happy with that. We kind of ran through this one because it opened an hour before the other one that we wanted to go to. So this is kind of like a bonus sale. So we didn't spend as much time as maybe if we had, we would have found even more.
Well, and I'll give you a little insight on that. So this one started at 9 o'clock, and it was about what 6 or 7 miles from the one that I wanted to go to at 10 o'clock, and I'll show you the reason why in a little bit of the things that I had my eye on.
Yeah.
At the same sale though, and you got
a lot of stuff.
I mean, there's a lot of Christmas smalls, knickknacks. I mean, really good quality stuff.
They did take care of it. They really did.
You picked up these, and
that one and the Santa.
There's some more to these.
Right.
So we picked up what 5 or 6 of these.
5 or 6 of them.
And as you can see, Yadro.
I think it's Yadro.
Yadro. Y'all can tell me if I'm mispronouncing it. Santa Claus and the Snowman, really really nice condition.
Yes.
Sometimes when you find these, they've been mishandled, but some of these pieces can go for some good money. But the other ones were the angel set, the little boys and angel sets with these. But those are just a couple of them.
I picked up these stinking cute ceramic turkey napkin holders. These are so cute. So if you do love entertaining on the holiday, having family and friends over, these would be great on the table. Come on now.
Yep.
Love it. That Santa came.
The Santa.
They didn't hollow him out.
They didn't hollow it out.
Which is fine.
And this is a gourd. Santa gourd.
Beautifully painted.
Yeah.
Beautifully painted on that face. Like, I'm very tempted to put this one up on my mantle because he is gorgeous. And yeah.
Really nice.
He's going to be hard to part with. I will say that.
It'll be on the store pretty soon. So guys, go buy it.
Go ahead.
This is a wood duck Lenox.
1990, if I'm not mistaken. He was in great shape.
Really, really great colors.
Yes.
Yeah, as you can see. Fantastic find.
I mean, I think that's. Oh, no, I forgot about her.
Her?
Go ahead.
Oh. Who doesn't love some Winnie the Pooh?
Yes.
This is
vintage.
This is. Let's see. Does it have the year? It does not have the year on it. Let's see.
I don't think it did.
It does not. I have to do a little bit more research, but I don't know what you would call it. But you can see it is a vintage Disney tag, as you can see
Just
there.
Looking at their faces too gives away the age of it. It's just more of a decoration.
Yeah, but it's a cool little piece.
Yeah.
For you guys that collect Winnie the Pooh.
Now we kind of think that this item is handmade because in this house I was finding items that the lady made herself, which were great items, and we kind of feel like she might have made this. Not 100% sure, but I love her. Love this witch. She's a shelf sitter. She's got the weight to her bottom. Oh, I take that back. It's not.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
Ooh, so we just found her tag. Look at that. So I apologize. Scratch that. Not handmade, but that's okay. It does not say the maker on here, and that's all right. It just says it's not a toy. So just in case you're wondering,
Well,
this is not a toy.
It still could be handmade with this being
With the dress?
The dress.
Oh, okay. She's gorgeous.
Somebody made it. We'll just say that.
Somewhere.
Somewhere somebody made it.
Oh.
Yep. Great looking witch.
Gosh.
Sticking with some holiday themes.
What
about that?
It's not holiday.
Oh, okay.
It's just a vintage Enesco foil art piece, little trinket box, beautiful angel. Love the blue glass. It's like a cobalt blue color. Brass around it. This one was made in Mexico, which is wonderful. 1993. I love these little pieces. I put these little pieces beside my bathroom sink, so at the end of the night I can put my jewelry in there. I have them, by the kitchen sink, so if you're going to do any dishes or anything, you can, take your jewelry off and slip it in the box so you don't accidentally drop it down the drain or lose it. So that would be a great piece for that. Go ahead.
Strawberry shortcake. Who doesn't love some strawberry shortcake?
She's so
brings
cute.
back nostalgia for you.
Yeah.
Wasn't you a big strawberry shortcake?
I did love her because I like to get the dolls and then smell them.
Yep. And guys, I don't think the tin smells.
No,
Did you try it?
It doesn't.
Nope, does not smell.
It lost its smell.
But just a cool little tin for you guys that like strawberry shortcake.
Yeah. All right.
You got the two Christmas ornaments there.
Now these came from a different sale that same day, but these are Radco, and I get so excited when I find it because it's so beautiful. I found the pair, glittery, beautiful, and then look at his face. Love me some Santa. Great condition. So these will be up on the store. So check them out.
I don't see your little elf.
No, because I love him so much. He's already on my mantle. I found a me-hugging elf, and my heart stopped, and I got excited. I think I jumped up and down a couple times, and he's only like this tall, but he's already on my mantle. I love him.
She did a little dance.
I did.
Everybody was looking at her funny.
I don't care.
It's okay. It's okay.
I was excited. Go ahead. It's a cloisonne cross. In a basket full of ornaments. I think I ended up paying like 40 cents for it. This guy's fun. I found him at Goodwill. I think it was like $3. It's made by Cobwebs and Cauldrons. What got me was his pink cowboy hat. Who doesn't love that? He's in great shape. Great little cookie jar.
Especially if I don't break him.
Yes, please. Please don't. Great decorating piece, too.
Yeah.
Great decorating. So we helped a couple.
That was moving.
Yeah, they were moving. They were going to have a yard sale. So we helped them price some things. Lots because we're out a lot. We're seeing a lot of what things are going for, and we agreed just to kind of help them out. And she had this piece. This is by Heather Goldmick, and I hope I pronounced that correctly. Beautiful little tea light church, and I think I gave her $2 for it.
It's got the little doves and flowers on the top.
Yes. That was just something that she was going to sell, and I said, hey, would you take $2? And she said, absolutely. And that beautiful piece came home with me.
This big old.
That's heavy.
It is heavy. It is a Alexander Kilifano, I think is how you pronounce it. Really cool. I've seen the hand and the globe. Mm-hmm. I've never seen the watch and the pin. So I couldn't find it anywhere comp wise. So I mean, the globe spins. It is legit. I did look it up, and it's kind of hard to see, but it's down at the down here. You'll see the K that he has, and it's hard to see here, but
it's a great desk piece.
Yeah. Only thing that needs to be changed is the watch battery. Is the clock battery.
Yeah.
But it pops out and changes. Yeah. And probably needs new ink.
Probably.
But it is a heavy piece, but for someone that's looking for something to sit on their desk,
or great. Even a boss's gift.
A boss's gift, yeah.
That would be amazing. Yep. Statement piece in the office. So, when people come in, it's just something that you can start conversation. I do that. Our company doesn't like us to have a lot of personal items, and I kind of broke the rules. I've got Dwight Schrute in my office because he starts conversation. Okay.
Dwight Schrute in your office from the office.
That is correct.
Right? Okay.
And he is funny. If I could wear my Dwight Schrute t-shirts to work, I totally would, because it always starts conversation.
There you go. Who doesn't love
Everybody has seen The
who
Office.
doesn't love The Office? Who
Yes.
doesn't love The Office?
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Yes.
And we picked that up at a little
No Longer
bound thrift store.
It is a thrift store that they do benefit. I think it's battered women's shelter, which is a great cause. So we do like to go in there and look around for items. I was going through the clothing and I was like, man, I'm just not really finding anything, nothing standing out. I looked up on top and doggone if these beautiful brand new teaks weren't there. I have a pair. I love them. And when I found these, I got excited because this is a great brand.
They look like they've been worn maybe once around the house.
I was about to say, not outside.
Around the house.
But yeah, they're known because you can fold them up, stash them. Great. Absolutely great.
The same, and it was funny when I saw this, guys. If you're not looking up VCRs, look them up. We paid maybe $4 or $5 for this after it was all said and done. These things are quick sellers. They don't go for a ton of money unless they're the VCR DVD recorders. I always pick these up. Once it gets on the store, it'll be gone in a couple days.
Yeah.
If not the same day. $40-$50 sale.
Yeah.
And you know, I've got a little TV that I hook everything up and test it. But these are easy. Who's not looking for a good quality VCR?
Especially at yard sales and garage sales, people are selling it for a couple bucks because they're just trying to clean out the house. They don't use it anymore, and so that's a great place to spot those. And you know, we've spotted them at thrift stores, and this time, you know, at an estate sale. But yeah.
This is the things that I found when we were at
my Eileen Fisher haul. Bless his heart, he was doing more digging of checking out clothing tags for me because he knew that we've hit a good spot, and they had 2 men's shirts.
2 men's shirts and some ties.
And they were new, so that was a bonus.
I didn't get any of the ties, but these are both vintage Ralph Lauren. I guess Oxford shirts, button-ups, brand new with tags. Both of them have their tags.
Yeah.
But this one is the Blair extra large, and then this one here is just a custom fit striped extra large. If I find Ralph Lauren new with tags, I'm picking it up. I have had some really good luck the last couple months.
Ralph Lauren is great in the men's world.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Ralph Lauren is one of those brands that's classic and it's a great brand. I think that their quality has remained. On the women's side, it sells, but you're looking more at like your purple tag items or just specific
black label, purple.
Specific pieces that have character. I love their jeans. I've got a pair of vintage Ralph Lauren jeans, and I think that they're the most comfortable jeans that I own today. So definitely be on the lookout. Men's, he does very well. Women's, it is specific items is what I'm finding.
Well, there are so many different lines of Ralph Lauren, and a lot of people don't know that there's probably 7 to 10
of their lines.
Yeah.
Different tiers happening. So to do it for a resale purpose, you do want to pay attention to what that label says, and if you're going to be successful in getting out of it, what you're hoping to get out of it.
And I do really well with Ralph Lauren. I typically stay away from the Lauren Ralph Lauren unless it's new with tags and it's a unique pattern.
Yes.
But most of the things is vintage Ralph Lauren. You find it out there. Now, guys, make sure you're looking. They do make fakes.
Yeah.
There are some fakes, even on Ralph Lauren. So
which is sad that the people are out there and producing fake items because you know, all of us out there and yourself included just wanting to buy an item and you get it and it's not real. Come on now.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I pick up belts and ties. If you've seen any of the videos, I pick up belts and ties, and there's a reason why. I've got one going out today. But this is one of the other items that I picked up in Florida. I think this is the only, well, maybe the wallet and this was the only men's item. And we were just talking about it. It is a vintage Ralph Lauren braided
Braiding.
belt,
Nice.
and it's in really good condition.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
Especially to be vintage and still in really good condition. That's a plus.
and it is brown with the brass buckle. And then I think we found this one at one of the estate sales, but
I think so.
it is a fossil um, black braided belt.
Yes.
These do really well. This one we'll love this one up a little bit. It's got a little bit of wear, but not much. I mean,
Mm-mm.
this is really thick, really great looking belt.
Fossil's a great brand. We
Yeah.
went to an outlet mall here recently, and I was like, let's take a peek at some of these stores. Let's see what's the style now. Let's check it out. And Fossil was one of those. You know, when you go into one of their stores like that, they don't have a lot of stuff per se, but it just kind of gives you an idea of what's the current trends. So if you are a reseller, you know, definitely take some time, you know, once a quarter, go to the mall, check out what's happening as far as what's on the displays, what does it look like, what kind of patterns, to get an idea, because you won't necessarily come across those specific items in your thrift stores. However, you will find items that may not be a brand, but they're mimicking the exact same style, and you can sell style based. It is a thing. It is a thing that can bring you profit, because like I said before, more times than not, someone is going to compliment you on your outfit based on that looks great, that's a beautiful dress. They don't care who makes it. I mean, it's just it is what it is.
It is the truth.
Yes.
I'm standing in line at the second estate sale, which was packed.
I felt like they had the slowest employee on the face of this earth checking people out at estate sale.
Well,
he was very kind, but
I think he was having
Christmas.
A conversation, but we were probably 20 deep at one time.
Yes.
So I get up there, I'm the next person in line, and these are just sitting on the corner.
Yes.
And I was like, these are cool.
That's glass bake, milk glass mugs, and it has like the gold rim to it. Super cool.
But
and to get a pair,
a set of two, and where they're not chipped.
Yeah, exactly.
When I saw these, I was like, how are these still sitting there?
Yeah.
And Chan is standing off to the side with my haul that I got, and which I'm about to show you guys. And I hold these up, and she has a giddy smile on her face, so I know she loves mugs. She loves mugs.
I don't know why, but I do.
But I will tell you guys, mugs usually you can get for cheap.
The only problem that you'll come across with mugs is you have to have a clever inventory storage system. What that system looks like, that's going to be unique to you. I've done a couple different variations. Like the one I'm working with now, I feel like it works for me, but in a couple of months, I might change it up, because they can become overwhelming, and having to store them to where you can protect them is super important. So,
well, and if you have any questions about mugs,
yes,
right, and how to store them and what works best for us, reach out to Chana. Yeah. She has tried a couple of different.
Absolutely. I'll take pictures, send them to you. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, I'm not mad. Because the same thing. If you resell mugs and you've got a storage idea that works for you, and you're like, hey, I want to show you mine, please send it to me, because like I said before, I am a sponge for information, especially when it comes to doing this type of work, because the more unique storage ideas I can come across to kind of reduce the amount of space it takes, I want that knowledge.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing with coffee mugs and mugs in general. Mm-hmm. You get them at 69 cents, 59 cents at Goodwill sometimes, maybe $1.39 depending on which ones they are.
If you're lucky. Yeah.
Estate sales, sometimes a quarter.
Yeah, if you're lucky, absolutely.
The profit margin is huge if you find the right ones.
That's right.
You've sold 4 over the last 2 days. Yeah. Right? You got 2 going out today, 2 went out yesterday. One of those being a Starbucks Paris mug.
Yes.
There's not the Been There series.
No.
It is a unique mug that I've never seen before.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a collector series, but I sold it for $40. And I mean, I will take that all day.
Yeah.
You know, when I come across items like this, I love Disney. Who doesn't? And this was a beautiful, looks like a scroll work handle, Disney. It's got a couple little sayings on there, like 2 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of magic. It's just gorgeous. Love it. So I'm gonna put this up on the store.
It's in great condition too. It's probably been sitting on the shelf.
I just recently sold a Disney, it's a Small World coffee mug, and I think I sold it for $18. And the person who bought it, thank you for buying it. And the feedback was positive, but it was cute because her feedback even said, hey, I got the mug at the Disney price in the store. However, I didn't have to pay for the ticket to go to Disney. So that was cute. I don't know if you meant that to be, a slight jab or what. I'm not mad. Thank you for buying. But I thought it was funny.
Well, I mean, it's a small world. Who doesn't love the small world?
Yes, and I hope they never take that right out because that's Disney. Yeah. Sorry, that's just Disney.
Do you want to sing the Small World song?
Not really.
No? Okay.
Nope,
I don't know it, or I would attempt it.
He does. He's just trying to act like he doesn't.
I think that's everything on the table. And like I said, I pick ties up when I see them. This was the other thing that I bought with the 2 Ralph Lauren. So
that's right. You got this.
I said Ralph Lauren, but look, it's a newer tags. But look at the crest at the bottom.
Like this tie is just a plain color, but it's a gorgeous. This is a standout color, standout piece.
Now this is the typical vintage Ralph Lauren tie that I pick up.
Yes. Yes.
Those do really well for me. And guys, the ties are usually a great deal at thrift stores and or estate sales. All 3 of those, actually all 5 of those.
Oh my! Okay.
I picked these up in an estate sale. A couple weeks ago.
So cute.
Maybe.
Oops, sorry.
It was the week I got back from Florida. But these are.
Look at this print. Stupid cute.
Will
you take that one?
Yeah, these are Salvatore for Ferragamo.
This one's Vineyard Vine. Sorry.
Oh,
this one was in the mix, but
sorry.
Stupid cute print. Yep, Ferragamo. Yep. Look at these. Come on now, monkeys.
That's a barrel of fun monkeys. That's a barrel of fun monkeys.
Amazing. And I love this one too. I like the fact that the print is just a cute, small print, but it's awesome.
Isn't it golf?
Yeah.
Golf with flags.
Well, we felt like this was more putt-ish.
And then this blue one right here.
Yes.
Yep.
I think I showed them that.
Nope.
But I'm gonna show it again.
Or yeah, you did?
I did.
Okay, well
Circus.
Here. This is the last one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
We had a
debate.
A slight debate on what this was, and I think we landed on fireflies. So cute.
And these are good sellers.
Yes.
But when you can pick them up for $2 a piece, great finds.
Yes.
And then I'll let you show those. These are both Canali ties.
Canali's a great brand if you didn't know, especially in the men's wardrobe.
Yep.
Suits. Great brand. This is a stunning tie. Solid color, stunning. It's just got the little tiny bits of pin white in there. It's stunning. Great. You'll see that across the room.
Great condition.
It's a statement.
So, and to that, I was at the estate sale and the ties were just sitting out, and then all of a sudden I go into the men's closet. There's not a lot there. It looks like it was picked up. I did get, I think, 1 item from that one. I'll show that. Where are they at? It was a nice house. But if you look at the tag, Vuori?
Yeah, Vuori. I cannot find this in women's and the wild, but he finds it all the time in the men's. So what is wrong with that picture?
I wouldn't say all the time, but this is definitely my 3rd time.
I'm at a 0.
This is my 3rd time. So I usually find the active wear, like the jogger.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is more of a chino.
Yes. Casual pants.
And I don't know if this is, I'm guessing it's a slip.
It's got a silky type feel to it, which makes me believe that it's not going to be hot. So a great, great pant for the spring and summer when if you're required to wear pants or that's just all you like to wear. It's got a lightweight
It is
feel.
a cotton.
It is cotton, but just the way that
It's a-
they weaved it,
Yeah.
it feels like a silky touch to it.
Yep.
Good good neutral color. So you could stack that up with so many other primary colors and that would look great.
Talking about keeping it with the clothes, right? If you see this brand, fishing brand, AFTCO, great fishing shorts. And these are bigger sizes, size 42, stretch.
Just in case.
Yep.
Just in case. It's inside the fish.
This is my second pair of shorts that I've found over the last month of theirs, and they sell really well. I usually don't pick up this brand. I know you do, but it's Prana.
I just sold a Prana dress. It's a beautiful it was beautiful purple, almost like a faded type purple. So I was happy with that. Just sold that one.
It's the time of the year to get shorts on there, guys, if you don't have it already.
Shorts and bathing suits. Put them up now because people are planning their vacations. They are there's still some college spring breaks happening. A lot of department stores are getting their swimwear out. Get yours out too.
Now I paid up for these in Florida. As I'm going through, I've got these two pair of pants that I paid up for in Florida.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about Polo Ralph Lauren jeans, but look at the distress on it. And if you can see
the distress,
the knees, the pockets.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a great find. If you find these guys, pick them up. Now some of them go for more than others.
Yeah.
This one is going to be a Varick Slim Straight. As you can see, it's always going to be on the front pocket. So great looking pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Quick sellers. I did pay up a little bit for those of more than I would pay here since we were in Florida.
True.
And I don't always pick up Tommy Bahama. Certain materials I will.
Specialty items, yes.
But
sure.
if these pants were my size, they would definitely be staying. 36, 34, right? It's the classic fit, Tommy Bahama. But when I go through the racks, and it's funny because I just go and touch everything. I don't look at all the tags.
It's that silky feel.
It is a cotton and
elastic
tinsel.
It feels great.
My eyes are really bad, but these are brown, like a dark brown. Great condition, but they are stretchy, soft. This is my style of pant. Us big boys, we have to wear some stretchy stuff.
I love stretchy pants. If I could wear stretchy pants to work, I totally would. Totally.
You want to keep it. This is one of my favorite sweaters of all time that I picked up.
Yes.
It's
vintage and amazing. Like, it's very heavyweight. It's a great knit. It says hand knit. I mean, this is just giving you an inside look. Great piece.
And did you see who the tag was?
Polo by Ralph Lauren.
Guys, if you ever see these out in the wild, pick them up.
Very nice.
Some of these can go for a lot of money.
Hundreds of dollars.
A lot of money. Pick this up at an estate sale.
Yes.
And it was funny because I bought purses and women's clothes at that. Didn't find any men's on that one. I keep telling on myself. I did find this blazer at the one where I found the Vuori. Great looking blazer though. And I pick up Peter Millar anytime I can find it. In blazers, certain styles, right? But you see here the Peter Millar blazer, and it is the Miller Brothers tag on it. It's a summer line. Great size. It's a 42R.
Turn the back just so they can see the pattern.
Yeah.
It's a subtle window pane plaid pattern. Doing it this way, it definitely, you could match this up with several different primary colors and it would look great.
It's a wool linen blend.
Very nice.
And it's made in Romania.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah. But when I saw it, I was like, I gotta have it. Gotta have it.
So cool.
And I think the last of the men's stuff that we bought. I mean, I know it's not time to be buying this stuff, but when you find it at a deal,
Well, yeah. Anytime that you can find something that's a great piece, regardless of the season, pick it up because people buy stuff all throughout the year. So, for example, I mean, we'll probably hold on to this till we get to about August and throw this up in August. So,
so
anybody
mhm.
around then, I mean, they're going to start looking for this
It's a
stuff.
Thinsulate and it's got
Mm-hmm.
a zip out liner.
Nice.
But really great condition.
Yep.
Um, and I don't know. They had $25 on it, and I was like, when I saw it, when she said it was 25, I said, nah, never mind. She goes, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And she put it in the pile.
That's only because he bought the entire lot of Mary Kay products that I had to stand over like a guard dog because unfortunately people when you tell them that the item's already sold, they don't believe you and they still pick it up and they try to.
And when we talk about the entire lot, this is one bin. I have
Mhm.
8 bins. So
These are just some of the items: the Clear Proof clarifying cleansing gel, botanical effects. It says freshen.
show this.
The Tribute for Men body and hair shampoo. We've got Quattro. It's a cologne, 4 ounces. I believe that this lady of this house probably was a Mary Kay employee. I think she sold because I grabbed a vintage Mary Kay jacket that we're going to put up. I didn't research it. Yes, I'm guilty of that. But I felt like this is so unique that somebody's going to want it.
How much did we pay at this whole estate sale?
The entire estate sale, we paid $559.
$559.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. These 3 Quattro bottles are $140 each.
Insanity.
Velocity, $150 each. There's 300, 600, 750 in 5 bottles.
And then that's paid for the whole estate sale just with 4 to 5 items
And
right there. So everything else that we purchase will end up being pure profit. And we did get a set of something amazing that I will show you in a minute.
Lipstick, eyeliner. I mean, this basket, you can see, guys,
full coverage,
how big this basket is.
Full coverage foundation. I think when I was doing the inventory with this, I think there was like 17 of these.
Lip gloss, lipstick.
We've got brow defining pencil. Yeah. We've
eyeshadow.
Got eyeshadow.
A bag.
Eyeshadow for days. We ended up catching like other like bags, so you know we talked about it, and you know, depended upon how we want this to look in the end, we're going to throw one of these bags in there for most of the purchases until we run out.
You got powders, lotions,
Satin Hands buffing cream. Satin Hands is great. This is a great lotion for sure.
Yeah.
What is this? Time Wise Micro Dermabrasion Set. Amazing.
I mean, just the amount of stuff that we got. It's not even including.
It's still coming. Samples.
Samples. And guys, do not pass on samples.
Boo-boos.
Samples will.
Samples.
Yeah, those right there aren't samples.
Oh, they're not?
No, those aren't. No.
Why would you just do?
They were. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just curious.
No.
It's got a little sample.
The sample.
Little piece you can put it on.
Yep. And then you've got other samples here. You've got.
Amazing. Lip liner, eyeliner samples. So cool.
Yep. And like I said, we got probably about 8 totes full of Mary Kay bags.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's gonna be a while to sell,
That's
Um,
okay.
but this
It's
was
a gift that keeps giving.
this was a cool piece, and I didn't know what it was.
It was just part of the lot. I was
I
just told to package this stuff up in boxes the best I could, and I grabbed everything I saw that I thought was Mary Kay, and we've got the almost like a salesman's what words, they escape me sometimes. The salesman
like
would take this
a
along,
presentation,
and that way you can try different colors to find what's the color for you. Super cool.
and these things go. Some of these go for good money.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
Super cool.
I mean, we've got bags for days, and when I say bags, we've got gift bags, we've got small,
There's some totes.
some totes,
Mm-hmm.
men's bags. I mean,
Yeah.
it is amazing how much stuff was there.
Yeah.
But oh my gosh, I bought a eighth of this, probably not even an eighth of it. What, back in February at
Yes.
another estate sale,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all gone.
Yeah.
It is all gone. And great profit. This here is definitely going to be.
It's going to be a nice at the end of the day profit
Mhm.
once we move it all.
So we talked about earlier about the 9 o'clock estate sale we had to get to. I told her, I said, I've got to get to this because I need to see what they're pricing it for. So I walked in, and I found the first person. I said, hey, how much is the Mary Kay? She goes, well, which pieces? I said, all of it.
Yeah.
And she kind of took a step back. So why is this guy with a gray beard, bald head, asking about Mary Kay? Right. And I told her, I said, look, she goes, well, what do you want to pay? I said, the least as possible.
That's right.
I'm not going to throw out the first amount. But she said, what, $1, $2? I said, $1 sounds great.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's definitely over 500 pieces
oh,
of Mary Kay.
Yes.
And
yes, there is.
They go from, like I said, those five colognes, men's colognes, will definitely pay for the whole day of that.
Pick this little buddy up because I'm in love with him. So this was another one of the items we got there that it was on the higher end of cost, but
here, you show that one. Let me get this.
Yeah,
let me get this off.
And I'm probably gonna pronounce this incorrectly, but it's Karak. It's gorgeous. So we got 2 big trays, the cardinal, and look, mushrooms. Yes, they're a thing. There's also some smaller trays. There were some bowls as well. It was a 17-piece set.
Yeah, 17 pieces
that we picked up, and it only took one look for me, and I was like, I gotta have that.
Well, this is like
gotta
gold,
have it.
It's like gold leafy.
Yes.
On the
yes.
Let me show you this one, guys.
Yes.
On the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this one, and then this one here, the color on the video is probably not doing it justice.
No, it just stands out. It's beautiful. So that was part of that estate sale. I mean, another small item. I got a whole bag of cookie cutters. I have not gone through them to see specifically what shapes are in here, but I do know that vintage cookie cutters are sought after and specific shapes are sought after. So this is part of what I'm going to do this week is go through these, see what I have, and then kind of piece together my thoughts of what I really landed with. I just saw the bag and I was like, I got to have the bag, and it came home with me.
Did you buy it because of the bag, or did you buy it because of the cookie cutters in there?
I mean, I am partial to Hefty over Ziploc.
Is that why you're with me, Hefty? Joke.
Yeah, you're the one that put that out there. Okay. No, I bought it because of how many were in the bag.
Another thing that we picked up at an estate sale.
Absolutely beautiful.
Here, this one's got the tag. This is a Pottery Barn.
Absolutely beautiful.
Queen.
Is it a queen?
It is queen.
Darn it.
Yep.
I was hoping it was a king because this was going to stay.
I made sure not to get the king because she would have wanted to keep it. I'm kidding. There was no king because I would have definitely bought it. If I can find the tag. There it is.
Yep.
Pottery Barn. I guess what a paisley print.
It's a floral paisley. The print, I mean, is gorgeous. Pottery Barn, it's a great brand.
If this is the duvet cover, right, and pillow shams.
Yep.
Right, and if you look here, look at here's the snaps, the buttons are, well, let me get one undone. As you can see, it's plastic button.
Yep.
But I mean, phenomenal coloring.
The condition of this is wonderful.
Yeah, it was recently dry cleaned, as the dry clean tag is still on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
my favorite is when people really do take pride in ownership and take care of their stuff. That's my favorite.
Well, you know, growing up with my grandmother used to change the bedding once every other week,
Yep.
and so it would always stay fresh. And so I think we kind of do it, not every other week. That's a little too much, but yeah. But
don't tell
we
our
do.
dirty secret.
Well, it's not dirty. It's only been a couple weeks, and you're changing out the whole bedroom set.
I mean,
so
we're constantly on the go. So
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, some of the clothing pieces. I didn't bring all the Eileen Fisher down to share because it would have been slightly overwhelming. I just picked out some items that I
Well, that's not Eileen Fisher, is it?
It's not.
Okay.
However, this is gorgeous. This is a silk robe. Look at the stunning colors on this robe. Absolutely gorgeous. It does not have the belt, unfortunately, but I felt that the colors and I felt that its beauty would overtake the fact it doesn't have a belt. So I had to pick it up. I had to.
It is great looking colors, yes. And I'm thinking the video does not do it justice.
Probably not. I did grab this. This right here is Max Studio. Max Studio in store is an expensive brand. Resale, not a lot happening there. However, this is a special edition. My purpose for picking it up is number one, linen, and number two, just look at how unique this is.
It's a fun color.
Skirt in its uniqueness is wonderful. So I am one of those that I do like to pick stuff up off of aesthetic over the brand. Naturally, the brand's going to attract me. However, if the aesthetic is there, then I'm going to bring it home. So love it.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. This is one that my my secret shopper brought home.
Hey guys, that's me.
Yeah. This is you can consider this like a lace overlay dress, if you will. When I say that, meaning it's got a liner underneath because of the overlay. This right here is Maeve. Maeve is an Anthropologie brand. It does well. Again, it does well when we're talking about the uniqueness of the piece. Maxi dresses definitely perform much better than just your shorter dresses, but the color is beautiful. So definitely a great find. Here's a couple of the Eileen Fishers. This is a petite small, and it's a long sleeve basic color. Eileen's known for that. She's known for keeping it classy. It's a dress with pockets. If you're like me, that's definitely something that I love, dress with pockets. And this one's Tencel. This is gonna be a nice fall piece, warm, very nice. We've got a lighter weight, extra small. This is a dark blue, which I apologize if that color doesn't come through properly. This is, like I said, lighter weight, long sleeve, great for casual office wear. This one right here is viscose, so it's not going to be hot when you wear it.
And you've got the same one in black.
Yes.
So it's the same one in black.
Same in black. Yep. There, maybe you can see the color difference better when you put the two together.
Here's a couple other Eileen Fisher.
This one, I feel like it's stunning. It's silk with some sequins. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This one right here is, again, just a basic, not too flashy, very lightweight. Love the color. Burnt orange is one of those colors that I'm attracted to, that color. It's a large. I think in size range for Eileen Fisher this past week, we got extra small up to large. So very great array of sizes. And then I also picked up this Eileen West nightgown, size large. Learning, that this is one of those nightgown brands that if you see it, grab it because it's got a nice sell-through rate. The price that you can obtain for this is going to be nice. It's got very delicate flower embroidery on the very bottom, makes it beautiful, longer length, very comfortable. Very comfortable. And I'll let you talk about these.
Last
pants.
but not least,
they kind of stood out.
Yeah, they really stood out.
Slightly.
When this was in a closet at the same place where the Eileen Fishers were.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we forgot something.
If these were my size, I would definitely rock these.
They're amazing.
They are no limit workout gear.
Yes.
I mean, if this doesn't scream 80s, I don't know what does.
You know what I think when I see this? I think Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that he would wear outside of the wrestling ring.
Yes, he would wear these loud pants.
Yeah, but these are definitely vintage pants. And you can tell, look at the tag.
Yes.
And definitely sport these to the gym.
Or Franz and Hans, they didn't wear loud stuff, but I think of them as the bodybuilders that you see wear these items.
It is definitely screaming 80s.
Yes, it is.
With your big hair.
I did find a piece that we forgot to talk about.
Oh, you got one more piece of the clothing.
Look. Oh. We forgot this needlepoint pillow. Look how beautiful this is. This one wasn't handmade like from the last estate sale because, those two pillows obviously are more because they had more detail. They were handmade, but this was a beautiful piece. So we grabbed this.
And then I'll put that up and you can, that's the last piece of clothing.
This is another brand that you definitely want to be on the lookout for. Lafayette 148. Very great brand. Look at this print. It's beautiful.
That screams 70s, 80s.
It's just very sophisticated. Just an open jacket. It's got a little tiny closure piece down here and here. Size 14. It's a wonderful size. And it's part wool. So yes, fall, winter, but that's okay because before you know it, that season will come rolling back around again. But it's beautiful.
So,
yeah.
But that's just some of the great finds that we found this over the last couple of weeks.
This short amount of time that we had to do the sourcing, I feel like we produced better items versus when we've had more days. It's kind of weird how that happens. Yeah. But I think that the thrifting gods were looking on us. They saw our situation and said, hey, let me sprinkle something to you so you can be successful with it. Yeah. It's kind of how I feel.
So,
but yeah, we appreciate you guys. And I apologize if I get the handle name wrong, but I think it was Moondog Girl. I apologize. I did look at it and I was like, I need to remember this. And I'm sure I got that wrong, but thank you for your feedback. I do take that in consideration. So, and you are the ones who can tell us, hey, think about this. Hey, do this. Make this better by. Let us know. That's the only way that we're going to grow. Sometimes feedback can be very difficult to take in, but sometimes if you take it in with the right perspective, it's going to help you grow to where you're going to be like, you know what, that was awesome. Yeah. I'm glad that you shared that hard truth with me because we want this to grow. We want to be able to share as much information as we can with you because if you are just starting, we were there. And the way that we've learned things is by watching some others. Real quick, 2 weeks ago, we were at a estate sale and we ran into a young lady, super fun, young girl, and she's got a YouTube channel, The Withering Cottage. But we talked to her for quite some time at that estate sale, and she was pretty cool. So, hey.
Yeah, if you're watching, yeah.
Yeah, hey.
But I will say, guys, thank you for everything that you've that you've done, comments that you've left.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
and thank you for watching.
Hmm.
Subscribe,
Please like and
share,
subscribe,
like.
share it.
Um, we've
Even look at our eBay store. So
Yeah,
if any of these items are like, I gotta have that, check out our stores,
yeah,
please.
yep. And we usually do a what sold at the end. This time we didn't have
Yeah.
the time, the opportunity.
Yeah.
But we've had some really good sales. Trying to figure out something that we can do to maybe bring you the best sales and worst sales of
Oh
the month,
yeah.
right?
Our worst pickups.
Worst pickups, right?
Yes,
Something
because we've got
fun.
them.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I'm trying to clean out my store, so if you go in and look, I got some stuff that's going pretty cheap.
Well, not only that, but I've donated a lot of items. And the items that I have donated have been things that when we started up, you know, I thought I knew. I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
Yep,
know, but
yep.
I'm willing to swallow that one. It's all right. It's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
It does. It
It's
does.
gonna
But
happen.
I think by your guys' support and
Absolutely.
our other community of pickers watching their videos. So thank you guys for putting
Yeah.
that content out.
Absolutely.
Help us out. And, like I said, like, share, subscribe.
Help us grow.
Yeah. But
Yes. All right.
all right.
Well, have a good evening. This probably will come out closer to
Yeah.
time. Happy Easter.
Yeah. Yep.
Happy Easter.
Yep. And until next time.
All right. We'll
Thank
catch
you
you
from the
later.
Longmires.